I'll tell you about I thought was an interesting disagreement I had with Rabbi Bar-Hayim, theoretical one. Uh, the Rav felt that it's in today's reality, it's much easier to get Am Yisrael to go along with a one-day Rosh HaShanna here in the land of Israel than it is to, let's say, get the temple going, the sacrificial service and the rebuilding of the temple. And I felt the opposite. Now, I can understand why the Rav feels that way, but he feels very strongly about the one-day Rosh Hashanah. I know that he's trying to convince others and trying to find support for it. That's something he really believes in. Something he's made it very clear for the last few years. And we all want to see the Beis HaMikdash rebuilt, but it doesn't. He's told me also that practically speaking, we need a new generation to do that. It's a long ways off. And I feel the exact opposite. Why? Because with regards to the one day Rosh Hashanah, yes, it does say in the Torah that that's what's supposed to be done. But the reality is that even at the times of the temple, sometimes it ends up being a 2-day affair. Only it be suffix. And if we go back to the way it's supposed to be, in a messianic era where everything's done ideally, then once again, it will be the case that we might have a suffix Rosh Hashanah. Not only that, people enjoy their 2-day holiday. There's no one really clamoring for such a thing. Thirdly, all the major poskim that we study hold of such a thing. Yes, the Baal Mor is nothing to sneeze at. The history that is recorded in many different sources is also very clear about what was done. But the sources that we study to derive halacha, say the Rif and the Rambam, the Shulchan Aruch, the Vilna Gaon, the ones we like, they all seem to argue that we should be keeping one day Rosh Hashanah. So you're not going to find support for that, even if you're theoretically correct. It's not something Am Yisrael is pining for. Whereas Baruch Hashem, you and I have seen that things are improving in the Temple Mount, right? We get to daven there now. Their Jewish access has been increasing, and for the most part, there are at least those Jews who are confident that if given the green light, they would go ahead with the temple service tomorrow. Correct? I think that's the case. That's how I see it, and it just takes a little of a political action, like it always took. They just have to give the green light. The police just have to stand down. Better yet, the police just actually have to do what they claim they're doing and protecting the Jews on Temple Mount, clear out the riffraff, and then they could let the kosher Jews start doing what they're doing tomorrow. Yeshivat HaMikdash and Machon Mikdash, Yeshivat Harabayit. I just realized they're two different institutions, although Rabbi Yisrael Ariel appears on both their websites. Rabbi Yisrael Ariel has prepared everything that they need, and they have Kohanim who are ready for this. We just need the green light, and Am Yisrael is getting there. That's why I think it's more likely to happen. So I guess we'll see who ends up being right in this regard. I hope that perhaps, just for my sake, I hope that I'm correct, because if I'm correct, it means the Beit HaMikdash will come back soon. But I don't think that there's something I'm davening. Yes, God, I want Am Yisrael, at least in the land of Israel, to observe one day Rosh Hashanah. That's not even part of my prayers. That's not part of the Jewish dream. That's why I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. It's not on the radar. Yes, you can make it on the radar. You can teach people. That's a great thing. We discussed that last week. We want to get more people involved in this, but it's not one of those things. It's not even romantic. It's not there yet.
We would like to encourage our viewers to share these videos with friends and send in your responses. If you would like to obtain Birkon Nusach Eretz Yisrael or invite the rabbi for a speaking engagement, please email us at office@machonshilo.org.